like there was that one person some time ago who asked, "Oh, why can't I not add more than 5 things to the onsite generator?" And everybody just said, "But
You don't
why?"
need more than yeah, exactly. You don't need more than 5. It's ridiculous. Yeah,
Hey.
something's not going right if you need more than 5 lures.
At least on the onsite, I think locally, if you're doing some other crazy things with, what is it, regional prompts and things like that. Ally, I can't see your stream, by the way.
Yeah, neither can I. It's just
Well,
loading.
yeah, if you're something like somebody like Militant or Tyler with the workflows for LoRa's IP adapters and
It's
whatever.
ridiculous. No.
Yeah, but they know what they're doing.
They do.
Yeah, the key difference.
I'm
To be
working on
totally
trying.
fair, I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember the last time I've actually used a LoRa. Now that the IP
True.
adapter's a thing.
I see your stream
Isn't
now, by the way.
technically the version of ControlNet you are using a LoRa?
No.
No.
No,
I'm
it's not.
pretty
It's
sure
ControlNet.
so ControlNet LoRa, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. I don't
They're
know.
separate
No, I've been
models.
working on making a base model that's much more capable of actually understanding the semantic reasoning behind your prompt by changing
one?
the open. Yeah. No. It's the same one.
Oh.
It's the same one. I'm speaking about the same one. But no. It's relatively difficult, but I've made a substantial improvement, at least among CXL fine tunes and bases overall.
Data.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you.
Hello.
Welcome everyone to Office Hours. We're streaming on Twitch and we're streaming on the Discord. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice of you to all join us.
Yes.
Thanks for joining. So, what has been happening? What's been going on?
The small
Just had a
problem is that I
question.
think I hear you twice. I need to check if I don't have my Twitch open.
Yeah, you're echoing, Ali. I
Yeah.
don't have Twitch open.
Yeah.
It's because we're watching his stream and he's talking, so
My
we
bad,
hear
my
it
bad.
twice.
Are you muted in Discord? Or?
I only hear him once.
So Twitch only hears me once.
Oh, if you unmute the stream on Discord, you have the audio playing to the stream. But if you mute
Yeah.
your stream, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I muted my stream. I'm just training a GPT model right now.
Also, we play the stream through the site as well, so if you have the site open, although it should be muted by default.
I think it's good now.
Yep.
Ooh. My training accuracy and validation accuracy is pretty good.
So this stream is now 100% beep free. We got past it yesterday. I never worked out what it was, but it will not happen today, guaranteed.
You're gonna put money on that?
Absolutely. I'm just not going to touch my keyboard for the whole stream.
Right. So I had a question for Faye, and she said she would forward to the dev, but maybe you know this one. It's in the office hours chat, but basically I have a model, like a resource page with a checkpoint on it, and the checkpoint doesn't have a proper like VE baked into it, or VE. My question is there a way to sort of inline replace the checkpoint with the VE baked version, not adding a new version to the resource page, but just kind of supplanting the existing one?
Just delete, go to manage files. When you there's a manage files tab, click on that. It's going to take you to an edit page. It's a different page, and you can delete it and then re-upload it.
Yes, but that loses all progress and all data.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I've done it multiple. No, I've done that. I can do it right now.
I could make like a test.
Manage files. You literally delete the old one.
The hash is going to be different.
So I'm not sure if it checks the hash or not at this stage, right? Like maybe Ally knows.
No, I've done that like 5 different times because remember my VAE, it stripped it out when I uploaded it. And it was very odd. It was an issue with my diffuser script, so I actually had to re-upload it multiple times, and that never happened.
Okay.
I think you should be very careful there because we had to do that recently on Faye's Fatastic, and it did delete all her reviews.
Oh, really? That must.
I wonder if it's different. Well, you said you were uploading a zip file or something else, like a workflow. Maybe
No,
it's treated different.
I had to bake in a V for my model, and I removed the old file and uploaded the new one to the same version. It completely removed the entire gallery and all my reviews.
Okay.
So I lost like 20 reviews.
Yeah.
You gotta ask Meyer maybe to put them back.
We can't restore them.
Yeah, we can't. I asked.
I'll go put mine back. But I still have the images.
Yeah, so we definitely need to run that by the devs.
Yeah, for sure. If you can push that one to the relevant people, that'd be great.
Most certainly unintended behavior.
Yeah, I think maybe even just having as a feature request or something like the baked vi, the in painting model version, all of that uploadable in that like edit page or whatever where you're uploading the models, because they're not separate versions. They're essentially like the same checkpoint. They're just different renditions of it, I guess. So maybe having them sort of contained is something that might be beneficial.
Yeah, they're of the same brand, so they should be in the same.
Yeah, like I think similar is like those LCM models and things like that, where somebody just kind of like goes in and does the whatever process 2-button click thing, generates this new version, but it's still the old model, still the same mix, fine tune, whatever.
Sure.
Just with this extra step appended onto it, and then like it gets a whole new page, a whole new download counter when it's maybe not necessary, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I trained the GPT model and it actually works.
Hey, well done.
Yeah.
The new, did you use the new stability 1.6b?
Oh no, I'm just
You're
like
training it
doing
from
everything from
scratch.
scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, from accuracy, validation loss that you can see on my screen.
I see. Hey, can you not stream, please?
Yeah.
During
He's
office hours.
streaming on Twitch. This is for streaming on Twitch right now. So you see this is not.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I got some answers for you from the questions that were brought up yesterday. I spoke to Justin, spoke to some of the devs, and we've been able to answer some of the things, not everything that was brought up. So some of your questions might be answered here, and let's see. We'll start at the top. We talked about bug bounty submissions. So you get paid buzz for pointing out valid bugs. And yeah, that's definitely going to go ahead. We've got some other big things coming out this week and Q1 that we have to get out first. So it's in the list. Complaints about the min-max values on LoRa's. And that is definitely valid too. Do I have audio problems here?
No, everyone's quiet.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
I just yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so we talked about the min-max values on LoRa's, which is pretty annoying. It kind of locks you in. Let's just have a look at one, for example. Find one. It's not working as intended. Or, I mean, I think it's working as intended, but the intention is wrong, and we realize that. So looking at this one, we will edit the version. Model details? No.
Version details.
So in here, if you provide minimum and maximum strength, which should be a recommended settings, then it will lock the generator to these values, min and max. And a lot of people don't quite understand what this is. So they put in really, really odd values and pretty much disable their LoRa on the generator because of that. So Justin's looking at ways that we can keep the slider and We do need to have a sense of minimum and maximum, but we thought about, just being able to disable or override these settings. I think that's
if they're
probably
inappropriate.
if they're if they're inappropriate, you can just push past them. Yeah.
Maybe an advanced setting toggle or something, like ignore suggested weights.
Sure.
Ranks rather.
Or we might just make it a visual display. You'll get the bar and you'll have the suggested, but you'll be able to move outside of it. Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep. We talked about adding more voice channels to the Discord because during the day quite a lot of them are used up. That I'll have to talk to Faye about that. I haven't had a chance to mention that. Better feedback loop on reporting. So when you report something and if it's been actioned or not. Yeah, we're not close to doing something here, but it's gonna. It has to be. We have to be careful here that we have to. There's a balance to be struck, providing you guys with feedback and also making sure that it's not onerous for mods to, have to type in a, give a validation every single time. There has to be something that we can. There has to be a nice, easy middle ground for us both. You guys get what you want to know, and the mods are still able to do their jobs. So we're going to look at ways that we can do that. Open to your feedback, of course. So when you submit a report and you get a little notification in the top corner saying this report has been actioned, or a report you submitted has been actioned, or the opposite has been on it. I don't even know if you get one for misses for reports which haven't been actioned. But when you do get one that's been actioned, it doesn't actually tell you what it was that you submitted or what the action was taken, and you guys would like to know more about that. And I think that makes sense, but we just have to really be careful that we don't add too much overhead for the mods there. So send us your feedback on that one. We had one request for a preview before saving any large body of text, because what you write in the editor it's not always how it appears when you save your article or you save your model. And we're going to talk to the developers. Justin said he's going to talk to the developers about having a preview that, like many other sites have, some sort of a modal window or something that's not quite saved, but you're just seeing it. I think that makes a lot of sense, but obviously I think the best solution there would be to just have the designer look exactly like it would when you save it.
What you see is what you get, kind of thing.
Exactly, and I mean we're kind of close there, but there's a lot of frustration when it comes to adding images to articles. Anyone who's made an article using the article system and put images in it knows what I'm talking about. It's hard, it's tough. So lots of improvements that we can make there. What else have we got? We did talk about a little right at the end about, with the election coming up, we're going to be seeing a lot of political images and ways that we could filter those out. But a lot of people don't want to see that stuff. They come to Civi.Ai for other reasons. They don't want to see politics. So, users have the ability to add tags, but that's not infallible. A lot of people just don't. So we floated some ideas on having a specific call out for is this political when you're uploading. But again, it might be something that only appears at certain times.
Also, you could have an open clip model specifically fine-tuned on faces, so individuals, let's say, and you could have you could essentially use a few of those models trained on specific individuals to automatically tag and flag.
It takes
you just search on
a lot of infrastructure to do that, but yeah.
We already
just search
go ahead, sorry.
on Biden and Trump, couldn't you? The names Biden and Trump. That's what it's going to come down to.
Right, but there's no requirement to have metadata in your images, so people would just remove that.
I think you're just going to be subject. You're going on the internet. If you go on Twitter, you go on Reddit, you're just going to see it. I don't really think it's something that should be strictly locked in. Is it ideal to have it? Maybe not, but it's kind of a consequence of the of where Civi.Ai is based, and in the predominantly like American English whatever user base. It's gonna naturally progress that way.
I suppose so, but
in the same way, I guess, like if there's a big sports event or something, maybe you're gonna see a bunch of floras and resources of the players or whatever, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. But I mean, we have the ability to filter out anime or furries or,
yeah, but those aren't infallible either, right? They'd still rely on those being tagged in the metadata. It's the same issue, right?
Slightly different because we scan the images for those things.
Right, but we all know
they do not safe for work
either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult, but we'll see what we can do, whether it's even worth it, like you said, whether it's even worth it. Somebody mentioned WebP's not processing. Animated WebP files that they'd uploaded had been processing for a long time. We've passed that on to be followed up. So we did have a developer looking at that, and I'm waiting for him to give me an answer on where that was. And then lastly, which was a really interesting one, let me see if DoguCat's in here. Doesn't look like it. Wave your hand if you're here. No. So as some of you are aware, or maybe not aware, we do have ads coming out on site. Either today or tomorrow, you're going to start seeing ads on site. And this is a result of all the feedback that we received from clubs when clubs was removed. We have a sustainability call with Justin. Got a whole ton of feedback, and ads seems to be the most palatable first step that we can make for sustainability. So ads are going to appear. You will be able to disable ads by becoming a supporter. Ads won't be shown on profiles. You'll only see the industry standard 3 ads maximum per page, per screen that you're on. And one of the suggestions that we had from DoguCat was being able to pay Buzz, even if you're not a supporter, pay Buzz to remove ads for a certain period of time. And we think that sounds reasonable. We're going to look into that. Questions about, so when we release the ads, we'll release a whole bunch of information as well, letting you know exactly what's going on. But any questions that I might be able to answer right now concerning ads? If you are currently a subscriber, you will be grandfathered in to new tiers that we're releasing, and it'll still cost the same, and you won't see ads. I think supporter tier, we don't really have tiers right now, but supporter will become something else, but the cost will be the same, and you won't see any ads on site. We'll also be having an ad.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You'll get other perks for that as well, which will be talked about later. But we're also going to be having an ad contest and a placeholder contest, because if you use ad block, you won't see ads, obviously. You'll see the placeholders for ads. And we think that would be a great opportunity for you guys to design the placeholders on site. So we have a contest starting up very, very soon. I think this week, which will give you some dimensions, and you guys can go away and generate images in those dimensions for us to use as placeholders.
Placeholder advertisements. You're using us so much more from
AI-generated ads.
Right, it gives you guys visibility, into your artwork, into your profiles. So I think it's going to be quite good fun. You guys always come up with the most outrageous stuff, so I'm excited for that one. What else about ads? I don't know what else I have that I can tell you. There will not be ads alongside not safe for work content initially, I believe. So it'll only be on safe for work pages. There'll be ads on the main page. There'll be ads in the feeds. But like I said, the density is like an industry standard 3 ads that you'll see at a time, max. and there will be ads on the images at the side there, but not in your profiles. Ads appearing alongside celeb content? I don't believe so. Maybe. We'll have to find.
No, they will. I asked
They will?
Justin about
Okay.
that. Yep, everything. Yeah.
Only not safe for works.
I think so, yeah, correct.
Okay. But I do know that they are looking into providers for the not safe for work ads. You'll probably see different ads depending on what sort of content you're looking at.
Please let there be a no NSFW ads next to the blog. Like, for example, you have the blur content, NSFW content. Please make this also work on the ads, because I sometimes use it use Civit.Ai in places where I don't want to show that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense. I think that's the reason why. One of the reasons why. Yeah. Do we know the pixel sizes, aspect ratios of the ad placements? Yeah, we do. That's going to be in the contest that comes out. The contest rules will contain a list of everything that. I don't know if we want to give that away too early. That would be. You guys would get a head start. So. But we did. I've got a funny one for you. So I took a screenshot of this. When we were testing ads, we weren't sure exactly what kind of ads we were going to get yet. So we signed up for it's like some fake ads to be tested. And I have one of the fake ads I screenshotted because it was just if this appears as a real ad, which I'm sure it won't, it would definitely put you off your dinner. So are you ready for this? This is one of the ads that we had. Let me zoom in here.
Oh my god.
And that's a good one. And this is another one.
What?
A lot of them on Facebook, this kind of ad.
So yeah, just what everyone wants to see. Lovely. Yep. Hopefully the real ads. I haven't seen any of the real ads. I know for a fact we're not getting, hot singles, but I don't know what kind of ads we're going to be getting. Our ad guy does, I'm sure. I'll go and ask him after this. But hopefully not those ones. That's pretty bad. Exactly, it would make people subscribe not to see them. Yeah. That's a good marketing ploy, actually. Maybe we should request the psoriasis and medical ads.
Oh, give him ideas.
Right.
No.
I'm going to note that down. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh no, making it even bad ads, making us want to subscribe. That doesn't work. Just look at YouTube.
Hot eczema sufferers in your area. Lovely. Oh dear. All right, I'm noting this down. Bad ads equals more subs. Cool. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have more information about ads coming out either today or tomorrow. What else is happening with the site? We've got big changes to the nav bar. They will be coming out at the same time. Oh, we'll be able to filter ads? No, I don't think there's any ad controls. Oh my goodness. I like Green Rabbit over here. I know what I'm submitting for the placeholder contest. Psoriasis time. Can Stable Diffusion even do psoriasis? SDXL psoriasis, Laura? Skin fungus?
Yeah, you need a Laura. Jesus Christ.
Has anyone made a toenail fungus, Laura?
Someone should take the ads that start appearing and train Laura's on.
Absolutely. There you go.
Imagine and then the image made with the Laura it becomes a featured image, and everybody misses it because they think it's a ad.
I think it's a great idea. Guys, get started on that. Yeah, so menu bar, big overhaul up here. And a lot of you guys told us that the green plus, it's bad user experience. It looks like it's part of the logo, and we've been trying to work out how and when to change this for a long time, and finally this is the time to do it. So this will be going away, and the heart will be going away. People don't even know that you can click on the heart. The heart takes you here, so that'll be changing.
To be fair, I didn't know you could click on the plus. So
how did you upload anything? Like, how did you?
Well, I only uploaded images as reviews.
Oh, I see. Well, that's funny because we keep telling Justin, hey, people don't know about it, and it blows his mind. He's like, how are they interacting with the site? So yeah.
Skill issue.
So
well, now I know, but before joining this, I didn't know that you could click on the plus and then post an image without it being a review.
Makes sense. Everything is going to transition over to the create button. The create button is going to open on hover. It's going to be split in half. You'll still be able to click create and pop out the generator at any time, but it will also on hover drop down the same choices that you have on the plus button, and it looks a lot better. It functions a lot better. So
when's that happening?
Really soon. It's going to be this
soon
week.
TM.
No, like
soon
sooner
TM.
than soon
This
TM.
week TM. Yeah. This week TM.
Yeah, it's definitely sooner than soon. Yep, it's going to come in here, and this is going to change over here. So looking forward to that. And also probably the most wished for feature ever, the Civitai button is going to take you back to Civitai.com and not the last page that you were on. So awesome. Great change.
Finally.
I know. We're all really stoked about that. And I don't know what other... There are a few other changes coming, but I don't think I can speak about them. Wait, somebody said they really enjoyed that the Civitai button took them back to the last page they were on. Nobody enjoyed that.
No.
Nobody. It was genius. No, it was definitely not genius. Sorry, Justin. I don't know. I don't think so. Especially because I'm not going to do it right now because I'll see content that I don't like browsing the site when I'm streaming. But especially if you scroll down in the image feed, there's no way to get back to the top. There is now. But yeah, that definitely needed fixed. Speaking of browsing the site, we are also putting in the feature to remove your own not safe for work content. You can, right now, even if you're set to safe up here like I am, I will still see not safe for work content that I've uploaded. So it makes sense to also hide that, to have an additional option so you can hide your own not safe for work content if you're showing off the site to someone, your grandmother. So that's going to go...
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. That's going to go in at the next push. There was something else going in at the next push. Oh yeah, a fix for model gallery ordering is going in. The order by Buzz wasn't correctly calculating, and that will be now. And I'm not sure what else is going in. We have a couple of things potentially for release this week, but I'm not going to tease you with them. Because, that would just be mean. What if I say soon and they don't appear?
You just did.
That's never happened before.
Let's image categories following the scroll would be more helpful. I think that's going to change as well. Portrait versus landscape bias, that's another thing. Let me make a note of this actually, because that one does annoy me. All right, we've got a lot of upvotes on portrait versus landscape bias. So everything is definitely very portrait centric. And I do like landscapes, but they're just not great to be viewed on site. Add preferences to the ever-growing backlog. Okay, so preferences. I will look for your. If you have any, so anything I'm speaking about, please feel free to talk about, send us messages, Twitch or Discord, and also come down to the bottom here. It's hidden by the Civitai logo, but yeah, come down to. God, I can't resize my browser. Yeah. Come down to the bottom here, bottom right, and there's a button for bugs and feature requests. You can submit to us there. Or you can DM us as well. It's another way to get in touch. Or you can ask CIVBOT. So if you click the button down here, pops open CIVBOT, and you can just start typing to him, and that also gets your request in front of us. Improve the website image browsing like Lexica. It's so smooth. Okay. I will mention it to the devs. I think it's I do love Lexica. I do love. There's quite a few features that Lexica has that we all really like, and that includes being able to resize the images. There's a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I will mention that. Cloud tags would be nice. First time chatter. Hey, thank you for joining us on Twitch. First time chatter. Cloud tags would be nice, or some other way to browse tags. Cloud tag browsing. See, that might tie into my suggestion for a prompt tab up here. I think there's a lot that we could do with prompts, but I'm in the minority there. So the team, Justin, says that you can already see prompts in images, but I'm saying, why not come at it from the other way and just analyze prompts? So we have this huge database of prompt data. Wouldn't it be nice to look at some of those and say, hey, say for example, give me all the prompts that have animal frogs mentioned in them. Give me similar prompts. Have a generator like CIVBOT generate prompts for you on that page. Have prompt statistics. Have tag statistics on that page. Yeah, nobody's backing me up here. Okay, poor creepy guided. Thank you. Midjourney has something like that, and it would be useful. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna.
No, I completely agree with you.
But it does sound good.
Yeah.
Because I do see their point that prompts are already images. Images are already prompts, but they're not your images. So I could take this prompt with the frogs and make it my own with the generator or locally. So I think that would be pretty cool. So let me make a note of this. Tag browsing prompt page. Let's see. Got a question here in the Twitch. Browse by tags. Yeah, somebody just asked about that. So yeah, I'll pass it on, and we'll see if we can get that. That sort of thing. Browsing by tags and seeing a tag cloud, and having some stats on tags might be a cool thing to include in a prompts page. We do have people who guard their prompts. That's true. Yeah, that's fine. We've got some feedback. Any news on why the page is very slow to load in the download button in the gallery and other parts of the UI for about a month? I don't really have an answer on that, to be honest. I can speak to our DevOps guy, but the let's see, DevOps slowdown. It's just the usual, to be honest. Very high volumes of traffic. A lot of issues in in the last month. We've been trying to scale up infrastructure and have it auto scale based on the number of users. But yeah, we're just victims of our own success. But it'll get better over time, I'm sure. Our DevOps guy is on the case. He's on top of it for sure. Yep, I think I've got everything written down now. Okay, regarding slowdown, previously it was all or nothing. If Civi.Ai was having slowdown, you wouldn't get the page. Now it's almost always part of the UI doesn't load. You'll actually see that quite often. So if you go to a page when we're having slowdown, usually a model page, the gallery just won't load, but you'll see the rest of it. You'll still be able to download. So there's still problems, but it's better than it was. And the 404 frequency has definitely reduced. Has anyone trained recently? Has anyone used the on-site trainer?
I will soon.
Have you before, or is that a first time?
I have used it before, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I've been keeping an eye on that. It has been working. Our failure rate's still very low. We have less than a 5% failure rate. We train maybe 200 or 300 get trained on site every day. Some days more. But yeah, we do keep a close eye on that. One thing I do have to, if you do get failures, then you had a failure, Duskfall. Okay, so was it? I'm interested to know, and I have to make a report on this and analyze some of the data. But I'm interested to know whether the failures are predominantly from trainings that use custom settings, or if you don't use custom settings and just pick, the standards and don't even open up the advanced tab. I presume that more failures occur on the custom LoRa trainings. But I'd like to really narrow it down and see if there's some. Oh, yours was a cookie cutter. Not great. Yeah, I'd like to try and narrow it down and see exactly which settings were causing the issue, if there is even something that we can nail down. I'll make a note of that. LoRa training. And we still, some of you will remember, maybe last month, it was before the new year, we did sit down and we had a big chat about how we could make the generator better, and we got all that feedback, and that was all passed on to our generator guys, and that's still going to happen, I believe. A lot of these changes are really, really cool. I think they said yes to pretty much all of them that we brought up, but it's just all about finding time to do these things.
Someone mentioned earlier about the showcase images. The setting says 32, but only like half of them show up on your profile.
Oh.
Can we have maybe an arrow to show the rest?
It says that you can have 32 profile showcase images.
Yeah, 32 you can have, but only the latest 14 can show up, or whatever it is, the number.
Yeah.
Like 2 rows, I think it is the maximum.
And then does it have the link to show more?
No, you have no way to show all of them.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't realize that. Showcase 32, link more. That's a good call. I'll have to test that out. Yeah, I like the idea of carouseling the showcase in some way, being able to flip through them. Is it based on screen size? Maybe. We'll have to test this out. All right, I've made a note. Let's see. Poor creepy guy. Customer care was very prompt in getting Buzz back after a failed training. Yeah, so if it fails and... Oh, my camera's died. If it fails and meets some certain, I don't know, thresholds, I guess, then you'll get... it depends on why it fails. If it fails for certain numbers of reasons, you'll get the Buzz back almost instantaneously. There are some times that it'll fail that we don't refund you immediately because we can retry it, and that might take some time. And other times, very rare times now, it'll fail and you'll have to be refunded manually. But 99% of the time, if you spend your 500 Buzz and try training, you'll get, and it fails, you'll get the money back, the Buzz back instantly. So yeah, really pretty good. There is a problem I'm hearing on the create page. Model search can't find photon. Do you know why? Indexing. Usually if you can't find something in the search, it's because on the create page. Oh, I see. So if you're creating and you want to use this checkpoint based model and this one doesn't show up, it might not be available for use right now. We're still adding models and LoRa's into the generator, and some of them just have not made it in yet.
If you scroll down just a bit, you might not have the permission for models generator. Yeah, it's not on site, the paintbrush.
Ah, there we go. That's another reason. If you see this down here with a little paintbrush with a line through it, this means that the uploader has not allowed this model to be used on the on-site generator. They would have to edit this model, check this box, before it would actually show up for use. Yep. So that's pretty much the 2 or 3 reasons why the model might not appear in create. It's either a resource that's not available yet, or it's not been allowed, or there's an error. Cool. Yeah, some way of showing it in the search, but disabled would be nice. Yeah, well, you don't really have... I mean, I hear you. I think that we could maybe do a better job of showing which ones are available for generation. Make a note. I'll pass it on. Showcase on a 4K monitor. I see a max of 14 images, 2 rows of 7. Okay, we'll go and test that and pass it on as well. Man, some of these images are fantastic. We just had a comment there, a beautiful cat burger. These images are just beautiful. Cool. Yeah, so things are going pretty well, and I'm excited for this new dev push, this new dev build to go out. I know that they merged the changes into main, and they were just waiting for the go-ahead to push out some big new stuff on top of the stuff that I talked about earlier, the nav bar, that sort of thing. So yeah, it should be very, very soon. And I'm just getting information here in my ear, so to speak. They're in a call about it right now. So when I said soon, I meant soon TM.
It's always soon TM.
I know. Yep. It's true. Doing our best. Yeah, no, I mean,
maybe you would know. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
How long, or is it like some kind of indexing job? Do you know when that runs? Like if I upload a model and then I want to go to another resource and suggest it, or like at the bottom of the page or whatever, you can sort of link them together.
Yeah.
That, how long does that take to get like refreshed?
Most of the jobs should be instantaneous, but there's always a backlog, so it's kind of a how long is a piece of string situation. There are certain jobs that only run on a timer, like search reindexing or reaction indexing, but I don't know if there is one for what you're talking about. Have you noticed that there is a noticeable lag on that?
Yeah, I think it was recent when you guys updated that like modal that comes up when you go to add the suggested resource.
Okay.
There, what would happen is I'd upload like 2 or 3 resources at the same time, and then I want to kind of append them all together, kind of have a loop back or whatever, and so I'd have to wait. I don't know. I didn't really. I think I just checked it like the next day and it worked then, but it wasn't like right away and it wasn't within the hour.
Sure. Yeah, no, I don't think
Might have
we
just
have
been a bad lag or something.
Yeah, that's another thing that often people don't realize is that we do have replication, what we call replication lag. So it's not all running on the same server. It's all running on different pods, and all those pods are meant to be in sync with each other. Oftentimes they're not. Sometimes you get on a bad pod, and yeah, you can just be unlucky sometimes. But I will go and check that out. I'm not aware of a timer or a job that runs on a timer there, so I'll find out.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? Anything super pressing that you want me to highlight with Justin or the devs? We've been through all the feedback that you guys have submitted in the last couple of days, so all those are either in front of the devs or we know about them. But if you have anything else you want me to bring up,
I was wondering about the new tiger for the images.
Oh, right, yes. That's being worked on. So we've seen some demos, and I think there's some progress. But it has to be, the requirements that we have are pretty strict. So it obviously has to be better than the one that we currently have, or the 2 that we currently have. And I don't think we're quite there yet. So we have an LLM guy working on it, and he the demos that I've seen have been encouraging, but just not quite right for the volumes of traffic and the such a huge diverse range of images that we get. So it needs a little bit more work for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to put up with the old tagger for a while longer. But cutting edge stuff. Really, really impressive to see him work and see him train these models.
Can I quickly give an update on the minigame?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Okay, so I just did an update today. There's now a new set of tiger images, and I also added a synonyms command, so you can get synonyms for like a word if you are prompting. So that should also be helpful. So yeah, you can go to the Prompt Battle channel if you want to try them out. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. I haven't
anyone
played
has
it.
any questions or feedback?
I haven't played it for a while.
You haven't tried it out?
I have tried it. I have tried it when it first came out, but I haven't been back to play again. So for those of you that don't know what this is inside our Discord, there is a prompt battle channel. I'll just put the details in the Twitch chat. The channel is called prompt-battle. And if you want to start, you just type /prompt battle. Is that right?
Yeah.
To initiate the game. And it's a really pretty cool little mini game that you can play. and you've just put up a whole bunch of new images. There's also a leaderboard. How do you get the leaderboard?
The /leaderboard.
Ah, that makes sense. So /leaderboard, and you can see how well you've done and how well you rank against all the other players of the game. Very cool. Very cool. Do you have any plan to expand the minigame repertoire? Because in testing, you had the kind of competitive. This is like a single player game, but in testing there was a competitive game which was really good fun. Any plans for the future?
Yeah.
Oh, there are plans. Excellent.
Yes. Yeah. I was like some kind of like multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna come at some point.
Excellent.
And then also I was thinking like I was talking to Seb about like a multiplayer, if the moderators could be hosting some like bigger events, that would be fun.
That would be absolutely. Yeah, I really liked the multiplayer game. That was very cool. But even the single player one, very very good job. It's who's winning right now? Who's Turando. Oh my goodness! All these people. How is a 76 streak?
He's really good.
That's I think my streak was 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh dear. All right, I encourage you to go and try that out. Anyone else have anything that you'd like me to take away and get in front of the devs? Nope. Good show. Fantastic. I'm sure. Is there a place to get introduction, like introduced to Civitai, on how it all works? Absolutely. If that's what you mean, we have. Let me give you some links here. We have an education hub over here, and put that in both of the chats. And on the education hub, there are under Civitai, there are guides to getting started and what Buzz is and what the bounty system is, how to upload and share content. It's got pretty much everything here. There's also a Wikipedia, which is oh yeah, do we mention the wiki or don't we? We do mention the wiki. We do. We have a Wikipedia, which is really just starting. I'm seeing that people are just seeing the education hub for the first time. That's awesome. We also have a wiki. Links in the chat. The wiki's kind of been slow to take off. It's a lot of work. It's not open for public edits yet. We are actually recruiting editors who would like to join what we call the Wiki Brigade, and there's a link right here to an application where you can join. You can sign up and help us write some of these articles. So a lot of them, there's 219 pages so far. They've got at least one small paragraph of text. We'd really like the Civitai Wiki to become, the place to come for anything to do with Stable Diffusion or generative AI. So if you'd like to sign up and help us here, then yeah, please do. I mean, it's very rudimentary right now. Some pages are actually fleshed out with sections and references, but a lot of it is very, very basic. So yeah, Duskfall, I can get you added anytime you want. Just let me know. You do get a badge for your profile. This Wiki Badge, you'll get added to the Wiki role on Discord. So you'll get the little W, if you like, beside your name on the role. And I think we'll also gift this badge out on site if you're a Wiki contributor. And eventually in the future, we will talk about opening this up for public edits. But we just haven't because we don't have the moderators available to police public edits. It would devolve pretty rapidly. But yeah, if you need to get started, Wiki's a great place to do it, and so is the Education Hub, first and foremost. And also CIVBOT down here in the bottom corner, click on CIVBOT. CIVBOT can answer pretty much anything that is on the wiki or the education hub. He'll be able to tell you what steps are. He'll be able to tell you most things about generative AI or about site policy or how to use the site. So he will not find you a date or cure your eczema, unfortunately. No. But maybe in the future, CIVBOT might, get a little bit sexy chat with CIVBOT, yeah? No, I don't think so. I really want CIVBOT to be able to generate images as well. So
I could actually help with that.
The way that he is implemented, we can't. We're not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so CIVBOT he uses GPT 3.5, 16K, but with our own context. But he's not tied into a generation service right now, but we might in the future, so that he can, because he can create prompts, really actually pretty good prompts.
You could also cut back on API calls by just hosting your own instance of Mixtral, my bad.
Yeah, we have,
which is on par.
We have thought about doing that actually. Yeah. Yeah. I don't trust AI. Please get an underpaid worker for the chat. Yeah. You know how many chat sessions that CIVBOT fields every day is absolutely crazy. So we need a team. We need an offshore team to be able to field the number of messages that he gets every day. And for the most part, his responses are really good. He does get confused in certain situations. He does hallucinate a little, but that's just to be expected. And it says it right at the top, he's going to lie to you. So be careful. But in most cases, he does a really good job.
I mean, you're collecting so much data to the bot, you can make your own language model at this point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
But that's actually a really cool thing you should actually do is train your own clip model, fine-tune a open clip model with all the tags you've collected, and you can create a really high-quality clip model.
Yeah, that's another thing that we're talking about. Yep, for sure.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like people on Hugging Face would even be very interested in that, regardless of the platform.
Yeah, no, we've been discussing this because we've got a huge wealth of information on Civitai, so it would make sense to do these things with it. Yep.
And there should be a Civit.ai fine-tune.
Yep. Well, we always talked about in the future, somewhere down the line, we are going to go
your own image.
We're going to go multimodal, and we're going to host. Wow. We're going to host LLMs. We're going to host audio models, and do everything. So
that's great.
Absolutely. Yep. It's in the cards. Let's see. Thought about creating a custom Civitai GPT, the most asked questions and responses. I mean, that's pretty much what this is. That's pretty much what CIVBOT is. So it is GPT 3.5, but it's fine-tuned on all our own content. So everything that's on the education site, all the terms of service, any text to do with Civitai, it's fine-tuned on. So, yeah, very cool. Yeah, we talked about Tavern, so giving CIVBOT personas so that everyone could have their own personalized companion on the site. We really like that idea. But yeah, that's probably further down the line too. There's so much that could be done. Really exciting. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to head off and get this over to the devs before they head off for the day so that we can get some answers. Anyone have anything they'd like to raise before I head off? Last chance. If I'm gone and you think something, yeah, please just DM me or Faye. We're happy to take your comments. Nope. And please, yeah, go to the Civitai.wiki.com and apply if you think that you can help. You don't have to be an expert on everything. If you even think that you can help us with one particular aspect of the site, one particular article, then please apply. That would be awesome. and Lycon has missed the stream, so I'm going to have to repeat it all. The good thing about that is it's going to go up in a VOD in the next like 5 minutes. So twitch.tv/Civitai, and it'll be there in a couple of minutes after I finish streaming. Any place to get notifications about these calls happening? I have unmuted the announcement channel. I'm still not getting messages. So if you go to twitch.tv/Civitai, we have the schedule in there. But otherwise, let me think. It's in the newsletter at the bottom if you subscribe to the newsletter, which I hope you all do because you get free buzz from it starting next newsletter. I don't know if you knew about that. Probably not because I haven't really talked about it. But if you go to your account settings, so click on your profile picture, top corner, all the way down to account settings, make sure that you are signed up for the newsletter by toggling this one here. And if you mouse over the I, it'll tell you which address. I'm not going to dox myself again, but if you mouse over the I, it'll tell you which addresses you're currently signed up with. And also, I think if you're not subscribed, you should be getting the little pop-in that comes at the side, little robot guy, and he'll say, hey, subscribe. If you get an email, then yeah, that's the newsletter. And it is it's bi-weekly, so every couple of weeks. Civi jump scare, yeah. It's not that, it doesn't pop in like that fast, but yeah. So yeah, once every 2 weeks you'll appear, and somewhere in the newsletter, maybe to keep you on your toes, I'll move it around, you will be able to claim 100 buzz when it comes out. So keep an eye out for that one. Artificial Beauties on Twitch is going to create 10 emails and join the newsletter with them all and send all that buzz to his main account. So he's going to buzz farm, and he thinks that we're not on top of that already. So good call. We have dashboards where we watch what people are doing with their buzz and the economy. And yeah, that's one of the things that we can see and ban pretty quick is buzz farming by
centralized economic control.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Is it the feedback email? No, I don't think so. It's Civi newsletter. It's the newsletter. I think it's called bi-weekly something or other. Let me see if I've got a copy. Newsletter. The last one that came out was called Charting the Future of Civitai, and it comes from newsletter at Civitai.com. And it's called Bi-Weekly Highlights is the title at the top. And it features art. So if you scroll right to the bottom, it'll feature a couple of resources from the community and a bunch of the trending images from the last couple of weeks, and they're just picked at random. So yeah, and it links back to whoever's profile posted them. So there's a good chance that if you're in the featured images, if one of your images trends, then there's a good chance you'll get it in the newsletter. But the resources themselves are some of the lesser lesser liked, the kind of resources that you might miss when you're browsing the site, because so much appears that it's really hard to see it all. So we try and pick out interesting resources that you might not have seen for those. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you get a whole bunch of new likes and new reviews, then you're probably featured in the newsletter. The newsletter goes out to over 50,000 people. So all
time
right.
to grind.
Absolutely, that's all it's all about. I love grinding. And as Seb just mentioned, they're in the Get Roles channel of Discord in the Twitch chat. So there's a channel called Get Roles in Discord. You can get a role to be notified of the office hours when it starts, and we always post in the announcements to the office hours role before we start. So there you go. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. I'm going to see what is up with this release, and keep watching because it's going to be very soon. TM.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome. All right, guys. I'll catch you on Tuesday. Max will be back with you on Monday, and tomorrow you'll get Tyler. I believe he's going ahead tomorrow. So
sounds good.
Cool. Thanks again. I will see you all soon.
Take care.
Bye bye.